All right, here we go. The next 4 projects are actually Venture Labbers. They went through the Venture Lab. Some of the semifinalists, 8 out of the 10 semifinalists were also in the Venture Lab. But only 4 Venture Labbers made it to the finals. And now I'm going to introduce you a company that did make it to the Venture Lab and to the finals. This group is revolutionizing the way we look at acquiring operational excellence. They're actually organizing competitions for engineers to compete on problems for big companies. Ladies and gentlemen, Ennomotive.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Enrique, and I'm going to introduce you Ennomotive. So, well, at Ennomotive, we do innovation tournaments for operational excellence. I will explain to you in a second how this works. But you know, tournaments for innovation is not something totally new. In fact, for a long time, tournaments have been used to deliver amazing innovations. And, well, those tournaments have demonstrated that there is a lot of unknown talent everywhere. And, well, the wonderful improvement is that today we can reach such talent very easily. And, well, what we have seen after 20 years working operations consulting is that there is a gap between company needs and the reach of such talent. And we are here to solve that. So let me show you how it works. Well, companies post their challenges into our platform. Our community of engineers try to fix the problem in a number of ways. And finally, we come up with the optimal solution for the client. And we award a cash prize to the winning solution. So this is a little bit our, let's say, idea, right? So let me share with you where we are today. Well, we have our platform up and running since January. We have completed and awarded 1 tournament. We have other 14 tournaments in progress, and we have a pipeline of 25. We are working with 8 companies, major clients, and we have all the 9 companies that have confirmed that they want to work with us. Let's see what they say about us. Let's see, yeah.
And find opportunities to solve our operational challenges.
Oh. Let's try again.
Ennomotive, we have seen that we can reach out unlimited talent anywhere in the world and find opportunities to solve our operational challenges.
Well, and today, we already have a big community of engineers from all over the world. And what we have done is we have been talking to them in order to understand the real motivations to participate. And what they say, what they tell us, is that they do that for enjoyment, they do that for getting more experience, to earn some extra money, and also, why not, to create their own startup, to create the seed for their own business. So we have the clients, we have the engineers. How do we make money? Very easy. For each tournament, the winner or winners get a prize, and we get a fee as a percentage on top of that prize. In addition, if a company needs support for delivery, then we charge a project fee. So let's look at the market today. The market for problem solving. What do we see? Well, we see local niche consulting companies. We see global big players. And we are entering and creating a new space. We are global, we are highly specialized, but also we are much faster. We are more cost efficient, and we are much more flexible than the rest. And what we think is that we can complement and improve the current offer, and this is what is going to help us to grow very fast. Let me show you how. Well, our plan is to focus and reach a number of clients, global clients, in different industries: automotive, industrial equipment, energy, logistics and transportation, in order to exceed 20 million euros in a 5-year time frame. And we believe that this is very conservative because all the companies with similar models in other industries, they are growing at rates over 50%. And what we are looking for is, well, for 130K investment in order to make this happen. And we have a very experienced team in place. We have a team which is capable to manage growth, scalability, and international expansion. But you know, we are not just a company. We are not just a business. We have an important mission here. We want to give opportunities to people that are unknown, that are out there. We also want to help companies in order to compete against the giants in a very global and complex world. And finally, we believe that we can contribute to the newer startup ecosystem because we will generate a lot of new businesses as a result of our innovations. So we think that we can create an impact on these 3 things. So the final question is, are you up to our challenge? We are Ennomotive. At Ennomotive, everybody wins.
Congratulations for the project. You talked about your competitors, but in reality, you are competing, from my perspective, more with open innovation intermediaries, and probably there are some companies that have been out there, maybe, I'm not sure, at a global level in those fields. So my first question would be there. Are you aware of any other competitors in terms of open innovation intermediaries? And the other question is about the community, because the reality is that the biggest asset for the innovation intermediaries is the community. How are you going to make sure that it's going to be a sustainable community, and that these engineers are going to prefer Ennomotive versus another one?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So in terms of competition, right? Well, we have started to sell and deliver mainly in Spain, right? And we don't have competition. We don't have competition in Spain, right? Sometimes what we see is that we are going to create really a new market because the things that we are receiving in terms of projects, in terms of tournaments, are things that are unsolved there. They are unsolved, okay? We are also going to destroy a little bit of the current market, the operations consulting market, which is a 45 billion market, okay? But you are right, we will have a little bit of competition, especially when we go internationally. So, in fact, you know, we have, well, the famous Ennomotive, okay? So, well, Ennomotive is a very successful company, but their positioning is different. They are pharma, but they try to expand, right? And so we see that they try to expand. So we will have a little bit of overlapping competition with Ennomotive, correct? We have Kaggle, which is great. They do analytics. We will have as well tournaments about analytics, right? But we will have a little bit of overlap. But based on our research, we have not found so far a company which is focused on engineering as we do. That is the key for us, right? So second question was about, yeah, the community. How do we engage the community? Well, what I can share with you is what we have lived so far, right? And we know the motivations of these people to compete and also to come back. They are not looking just for money. Okay, so they are looking also for getting visibility. Okay, so this is what we are going to give them. We are going to show and to share with the rest of the community their faces, so that they can also get other opportunities, right? I have been talking, for example, with number one in the world Kaggle solver, right? Which is a guy which works in a hospital in Sevilla, okay? And he does not win every time, right? But he comes back because he loves mathematics, he loves analytics, right? So for every real engineer, coming back in order to try to face another challenge and to learn a little bit and also to connect, with companies, that is one of the real motivations to come back.
Last question.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Just wanted to share with you that there is a couple, at least that I know, companies in Spain that are doing something similar with open innovation and building platforms for challenge. So I will suggest you to check, or if not, I can share you the details. But my question is more, how do you check the quality of the engineers, the community? How do you check if they are doing a good job, or, the quality, let's say?
Yeah. Okay. So we are open. Okay, so we accept by default anyone who is coming, who is an engineer or has an engineer degree, or that is capable to do engineering, right? But we check the quality of the submissions, right? And we do that, essentially during the process, right? We check a little bit, what is the quality, and we select, the ones that the client is gonna focus, their review and so on, because it is the client which is gonna select, the winner. So we do that filtering in terms of quality. But our approach is not on the people. Our approach in terms of process is more on the solution. Okay, so we want that companies value the solutions whenever it comes from, right? And then they will meet the people, right? So so we value the solution. We value the solution. Okay.
Okay, thank you.